Okay, here we are. New release already, January 14th, and there is a second release. And there's going to be a third release on January 14th. It's already worthy of being reacted to. It's already worthy of me going, hey, I should react to this. That's awesome. That doesn't happen all the time. And we're already being gifted such a treat with .fm. So I'm excited for this. Earl Sweatshirt has come out with a project. I fuck with him. I certainly do. I started listening to him around the release of I Don't Like Shit, and that's grown differently for me now, for sure, because I was the year I got into hip-hop, where it was every release that came out, I was like, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, and then going back to Doris, absolutely excellent project. I feel like I have favoritism for those projects a little bit over some rap songs, and I still love some rap songs. I still think some rap songs is equal to the height of those projects, to be honest with you, but it's really doing its own thing, and I have to respect Earl Sweatshirt for going in that direction. Honestly, I'm glad that he went in that direction, because I think it's opened up avenues for all the artists he's working with or collaborating with, because then, there's all these other artists deciding to do something else, or at least that I'm being told that this is a scene to go into or listen to, for sure. Which I'm just saying, I don't feel like I understood it was there before Earl. I understand that he didn't create the shit, but he already has his own identity inside it, I would say. Yeah, Feet of Clay. I wasn't full on about Feet of Clay, but East, strange, right? It's really strange. But yeah, let's go into this. This is really short. I've heard 2010, and I think 2010 was a pretty cool track.
Strong spirit with a body, couldn't get asylum. The cost of living high, don't cross the picket line and get the virus. I found a middle and a bit of balance. Fever in the cabin, I knew where we was headed. I ain't count no blessings, I sure as shit could measure. Link up with some feasible methods to free yourself. Split it with my hand like cigarettes. I held a page, gave a book ears. Whisper things, hella pain, heavy rain in the Catskills. Play the shade, quite a deal, glad we stay friends.
First off, I will say that I do enjoy this track. I think this track is quite great. There's really this loop of this string that I think is, generally the whole thing here. And Earl's on this with a flow where he's often using words that you have to enunciate a little bit longer, right? And I think it plays hypnotically often over the beats he chooses, which I'd say is like some rap songs. Yeah, this is really cool. It's really really mellow in a sad way, but not in the gutting sad way that some rap songs was. So I feel like there's a little bit more of a pondering and sadness, let's say, right? Okay.
I'ma need a bigger bag for the cohort. Try to make a millionaire out of slum dogs. Bet that head crack blunt force. Cozy with the East Africans up north, where 7 make a 3 turn a 10 by law. Do me loose change, look at what I made of it. When the mood change, I'm a poker face. It's a new day, who got all the aces? Who be folding late, who know when to play dead? Who sit up straight when the roof caved in? Pure gold, something told me don't mix it. Caught a feeling, mama had me out temple. Not religious, we was really out Philly. Living on the fly, trying to wing it. We got us a fire to rekindle. Niggas still drumming. Foot shook ground when I stepped on it. Didn't look back when I broke soil.
Didn't look back when I broke soil.
In the dark inside, we was real hungry.
Yeah, I already like this more than the one time I listened to it, jumping back into it.
Yes, yes,
Ooh.
Spinning out the web, head home, it's a stretch like I'm Spider-Man. Felt it on the whim, you were falling, slip again. I heard like a trip, just an alley cat, legend in a fucking flesh. With the frat, double back, I need a percent. Last alive, karma fast, that's a messy bitch. That's expensive shit, like my uncle fella said.
I love there's like a singing flow to Earl here, so third track, already variety there. This song, hi-hats, piano, 40 different instruments being more important here.
My father was a weight trucker. Which lives.
What that band do you?
I with the vision myself. I had the fear for myself. I get that green like it's cow. I put that shit in the pail. Make sure my mama do well. Jupiter Jumbo a giant. Whipping that paint jambalaya. I held your hoe with a spell. I put that bitch on the trail. Hope I be smoking the finest. Running again like a tyrant. Tragedy in the street. Looking for someone to laugh with me. Incomplete.
The hi-hats are more like an engine to the beat.
Could it be all because hell? I just be weary as hell. I had to feel for myself. Had to get low like the jail pose. Check review that lose a tail, bro. I'ma skip over the hellhole. I had to vision myself. I'm just evading the pit. Ain't no parade in the tent. Fuck out my face with syringe. Fixing my face, gaining interest. Blowing on my paces get thin. Everything you said, I missed it. Can't believe you get paid for this shit.
I would do anything to make my children happy. Please.
Yeah, this song is great.
Is there anything?
I'm fucking. Everything is instantaneously soaking in really
How can I make our
nicely.
black children happy without
Really nicely.
Broken links, my circle shrinking smaller. Satellite revolve, my cores are cauldron. Surrendered orbits. Cross-check what's really real and what's performance.
What's really real and what's performance?
For one, haven't made up my mind if I'm assigned to the stars. I slide when I want. I'm inside of the funk. Trust, she rolled up when it dumb. It came from the sludge. Involuntary, shook foundations and studs. The flyer said grown and sexy. I came through overproofing a plastic Pepsi bottle. Security didn't check me.
Okay.
Skip coat check. They playing the oldies. I'ma go ahead. We was probably brothers back then like TRU. No jerseys, no do-rags, hard bottom shoes. Niggas tired of the foolishness. No disrespect. It's a lot of mids in the room. My back loud cut right through. Kofi Annan in the booth. I made chicken late night. My box is burning up the kitchen. She passed out right when I was done fixing. I watch reruns in the dark, fingers and lips glistening.
Okay, lots of personality in that verse.
Venture there and back, tall tales tossed to the breeze. We keep facts in the midnight wax. Family tree sap, light leak through the leaves on familiar tracks. I know what's real even when I'm feeling bad. This game of telephone, massive. I do what I have to with the fragments. The madness method rampant these days. I let the panic pass me. Featherweight, my heart was straight despite baggage. Asymptomatic, but I get sick of the delays. Faster, the bag of tricks in my sleeve break. Southpaw under the North Star, forcing all the lead changes.
Cool. Yeah. Oh. Everything is smooth on this. And very smooth. I'm not really feeling like I'm wanting to pick at things. You know what I mean?
Same one that I forgot to praise, still above me. One thing about it, I'ma beat them to the punches. Stumped all day thinking mama where the love went. With every triplet of trips around the sun, some of the slugs get thick. Let me know if you untangle with some lemon meringue. Wallaby soul stained gum. Exploring a couple different avenues to staying dangerous. Day drunk, yeah. Times of pain, sitting fester in the hate, beloved.
Okay, this has got a pretty relaxed vibe to this song, but it doesn't stand out compared to the other ones so far, just listening to it. Cool though, I still am enjoying this.
You know what it is, don't overreact. Now I'm 26, felonious past. Don't play with it, sailing the land. Niggas stay with the plan, we anchored in. When I get the thoughts, I'm inhaling. I happen to know that it's sailing. I'm happy to throw out the trail. Cover your nose of surveillance. On below we slid.
And he is smooth. Well, he is super. Wow, overturned call. What a slide.
Okay, this one, the beat the whole time, I'm like, okay. And I do think it adds the energy impact for Earl on this too. Odd. This is just a little bit over a minute too, though, so I think that's quite interesting. Earl. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty good, Earl.
The same dust can't stay, I gotta clean or I can't think. Resort to cantankerous means on the cash play, ride races. The cheese sit in the track, wait, it snapped and we break. Since Hazel made sense of it through prayer, booze is a false fragrance. Eat the lame, including Satan's. Duna's brain getting chipped away at David. His body on the road where his mind flailed in funeral wailers. Marching on a quest for my lost haters.
March on a quest for your lost halo. Okay. That song did not really that went through me a little bit. That song went through me a little bit, so on re-listen, we'll see how I feel about that. One thing I will say, though, obviously, is this is a different sort of vibe to the last track, so it kind of cleanses your palate, you know what I mean? You're tasting something a little bit different here. But, yeah, one thing so we only have only 2 tracks left, wow. One thing I will say about this project that I'm really needing to know and re-listen is lyrically, sometimes I'm feeling like a statement is good. Other times I'm just liking how Earl's coming across, but I'm not finding linear things as much, which isn't fully a problem, but I just think that is like me trying to follow everything I'm given here. So we'll see how that like sort of feels when I come back to it. Yeah.
Get teeth straight, no frills. What I think might pay the bills. Spit on the cam like Machiavelli. Came home in the 2011. Pasadena John calling me really. Ain't nowhere none of this shit was headed. The sweatshirt, cause you know I revenge. Best served, cold dish. Pressure cook, roast. No assist, I'm out here on a mission. Triple doubling off for the strips. Get ghosts like I need to kill them. Wasn't lying when I told dogs on the floor now cause I skinned them. On the 10 East homebound, I just broke down with the chemist. Midtown niggas pimping. Get it? Iceberg Mac kinda slim.
This song I like because this delivery works well with the beat. I actually think it's working. Again, lyrically, this song, like lyrically I'm not like chewing on a lot, or there is still a lot here, but to me, just listening to it, doing what I do any day, I'm not wanting to chew on a lot. But I do think this song has a little bit more of a narrative that's being followed. It's a little bit more sillier, even though it's still like this like reckless, like I don't care, like nature behind it. Okay, let's go to this final song.
Seeping into the march, I needed a quick result. I read it and don't respond. She see it and saw a sprint, boy, I needed another goal. Take heed, we took an oath to the sword. The shield took a couple chinks, but it never broke. I know what he mean, how I play it based on what I'm shown. Patching holes, it's no rewinding. For the umpteenth time, it's only forward.
Time, I love saying that. Earl, you're the only other person I know who says that.
I went ahead and mixed some Beetlejuice with the wine.
Beetlejuice with the wine.
Peeling a ride, squeeze down. It's been a minute since I blew up your line. I needed a quick result. I read it and don't respond. She see it and sprinkle salt. I needed another gulp. I'm seeing no one I want.
I like this one. Stand out on this project. Light when it hits your ear, but it sounds, you feel like the force going down on it, right? Cool. Oh, you sly devil! This is how you ended the album, eh? Wow. Okay, there we have it. Sick. There's the project. Earl Sweatshirt. This is cool. Yeah, I like this. I do. I'd say this is a much more lighter affair than anything we've been given by Earl. Length-wise, this is, you know, around the same length as some rap songs, but some rap songs feels like there's a lot more to dig through when it comes to, I would say sound, and I'd even say just like lyrically what it makes me want to think about. I just feel that way on first listen. But but I'd still probably give this an 8. Like, it would never get lower than an 8. Like, I feel that confidently right now. Would it get an 8.5? I'm not sure, because I think vibes alone, beat-wise, on this project, you're sitting pretty, okay? I really think you are. It's good vibes. But lyrically, I do feel like I need to figure out what's going on here. Because I'm not really digesting fully what's being given here. But at the same time, if I listen to this a few more times, that could mean nothing. You know what I mean? I could just be like, okay, these songs are, I just feel confident in how I feel. But yeah, Earl, you're still making fantastic music. Never really not doing great stuff. I still think that on an artist level, what this is doing, I still think this is moving forward on a beat perspective for sure. This is not some rap songs at all. This is still much more different. I would say laid back in a way that's not trying to be creepy in one way, right? This is a little bit more like vibing music. To a certain degree. Okay. To a certain degree. Okay, I'm going to give this a few more listens. Okay. Here we have it. This this Earl Sweatshirt project. I was going to give it an 8 in the video. And I was like 8.5. I could get that 8.5. And I think I'm going to give it that 8.5, actually. This is a great project. This is great. Earl, from everything that I've listened to, barring Feet of Clay as a cohesive project, it's just been hitting it out of the park. And also, one thing I have to say, coming back to this, and even like deciding to like read the lyrics, the lyrics do add more to this. This isn't like storytelling for the most part, but it's very personal. It really is. I think Earl really is putting his heart on his sleeve at many points in this, and I do think having some sort of attachment or connection to the pandemic, this COVID-19 pandemic, understanding that slightly within lines here, I think, like his life and the state of all things, as well. And sort of how that's played a role in the decisions he's made, or, how he has been feeling. Yeah, I enjoy this through and through. This is really good. Love the beats, too. Coming back, the beats are still quite excellent. 24 minutes, too. Yeah. This is very digestible, too. This is much more digestible than some rap songs. Doesn't matter. I still think some rap songs is just such a testament of artistry. It really is. And I'm really glad, Earl has decided to go down this sort of personal artistic field for sure. Like he's really doing his own thing here, and he's selling it. You know what I mean? He's doing what he wants, and I'm completely here for it. Yeah. So if there's anything else you want to see me react to, anything at all, put a comment down below. And thank you for watching. Peace.